And now happening now, we're being informed that the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Frank Mba, is now briefing journalists on the Edo Governorship election.
And we will be collaborating and working with those situation rooms in order to be able to resolve complaints that are resolvable within the quickest possible time. We will do all within our powers to also ensure that misconduct by police personnel and other law enforcement agencies that will be deployed in these elections are reduced to the barest minimum. And in this regard, our roving teams and monitoring teams will also be keeping an eye on the activities of our police personnel. We appeal to you to help us in checkmating the activities of those who might be spreading fake news during this election. We have seen that in the past. We've seen instances of misinformation and disinformation, and therefore we'll be appealing to you to help us in checkmating the activities of some people who might deliberately try to use the instrumentality of fake news to cause panic within the polity, to heat up the polity, to create confusion, and possibly instigate a breakdown of law and order. In that wise, I will appeal to you to always fact-check information with us directly and with other agencies that will be involved in the entire process. If your instinct tells you that this seems not to be like the truth, it might just as well not be the truth. And therefore, please do us this big favor. Do Edo people this big favor, and do our country this big favor of always, thoroughly, meticulously fact-checking certain information that you consider sensitive enough to do those checks on. We will also be releasing phone numbers of not just of the control rooms, but also my operational phone number for purposes of deepening transparency, accountability, and oversight of citizens on our activities during this election. And as soon as we are finishing here, we'll be releasing my own number as well as that of the control room. We'll urge citizens to take advantage of these platforms to reach us either by voice call or text messages. We will actually prefer you send us messages owing to the nature of the operations that we'll be embarking on. And finally, I want you to know that our approach to securing this process will be comprehensive. We will operate on land, we will operate on air, and we will operate on the waterways. And we will leave no stone unturned in ensuring that we deliver, working in conjunction with INEC, other law enforcement agencies, the media practitioners, the CSOs, the election observers, and other and other authorized individuals and organizations in delivering an election that we'll all be proud of. And the number, my operational number for purposes of this election would be, or rather is, 070 25 000 383. 070 25 000 383. I will equally appeal to citizens not to engage in pranks call. I will also appeal to them not just to call for the fun of calling. Please only call or send us messages when they are when it's absolutely necessary to do so. I want to thank you all for coming, and I'm ready to take questions.
Thank you so much, DIG. Corporal Mopo, can you please move forward the part? CP, PMF, and CP welfare, there are chairs for you here. Please stay good for them, let them come forward. They came earlier, we don't want them to disturb our cameramen. Just stay good for them there. So let's. Thank you. Can you give him the mic? Oh yes, give us the mic. It's working. Use it well directly to the mouth. Kiss the mouth. Mic is the other one. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here. Huge congratulations on your education team here. My name is Edo Governorship. Two concerns. I see that this formation today does not represent the intelligence conduct of the election. And in the past, we used to see the army, the DSS and the rest of them join these in such a way that there is no territorialism in delivering this election. The police has made these promises, but it has to take the different security agencies working in synergy to be able to deliver this. I don't know what the situation is for the election. The second concern is on vote buying. One strong thing that will play very important role will be the use of money to reduce voters. I don't know whether there is a strategy that has been designed to combat that strategy. Thank you very much.
We're almost done. I better close this thing, maybe we finish, maybe we waka. We don't finish, Johnny.
INEC have to assure us that in the election, there will be priority voting, and very much believe INEC to do what they promise. But the problem is that when these persons with disabilities don't come out to vote, the people will wait on the queue And if you will not allow the vote, so because of if the tension is high, they will want to disregard that right to vote. And sometimes the police will be there, they will not do anything about it. Either they do not know that there is priority voting, or they do not know the right of person with disability. In this election, sir, what is going to be different? Is it going to be as usual, or you are able to educate your men to allow for that priority voting to assist person with disability to effectively participate in this election?
What's your name?
My name is Comrade Dr. Bantoni Kudu. I'm the President of Conference of Law and
Hi.
Organization.
See, only you, Comrade Doctor.
Good afternoon, sirs. You're welcome. My name is Doris Osumu. I have an observation because during last 4 years election in the process, it happened that political party members were bringing in food, drinks, and water. And you will see policemen collecting the food and the drinks, of which I stood against it. I asked them.
Scenes that you're watching is at Edo State there, as the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Frank Mba, is briefing journalists and also election observers ahead of the Edo Governorship election. They have just provided information as to how well prepared they are ahead of the elections this Saturday. He's also said that he will give out the contact details of every personnel, security personnel on ground, as well as his personal contact number as well. He's also said that and tasked the journalists present there to be mindful of the news coverage ahead of the elections for Saturday, and also just sounded the alarm on always fact checking when it comes to necessary information as the news breaks for all 17 parties that will be participating for the election. As he's there, he's now fielding questions from journalists as they are asking questions from the Deputy General of Police there, Frank Mba, as well as his other members, or rather colleagues, sitting next to him there.